Let's get it. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Let's dive into this. Let's dive right into this, as I always do. Recording this February 9th, 2024, where the news, at least the news is recent to me. Not sure how long it's been out, but I recently heard that ESPN, Fox, and Discovery are apparently joining forces in a venture in which is going to create a new sports streaming service. Did a little research on it before I started recording, and apparently it's going to be a new channel that has, ACC network, SEC network, ESPN games, a lot of the sports coverage that, whether it's ESPN, whether it's Fox, whether it's Discovery, Warner Brothers, they're all going to partner up, create a new streaming service that's available for subscription, and people can subscribe to it, get all of their sports, consume all of the sports that they need to consume. And it's supposed to be launching as of fall 2024, which is what the tentative dates are. At least that's what's been announced and what's been reported and things like that. And it brings me to today's Move Swiftly thought. Move Swiftly thought, which actually is what these thoughts are all about, what this channel is all about, what these daily videos are all about. It's about getting direct to your consumer. All right, there are no more excuses. You have no more excuses. If you are not taking advantage, if you are talking about wanting to be a success, if you are talking about, you listening to me, or you listen to these videos, you listen to these clips, you listen to everything I say every single day, if you're sitting around just talking about wanting to do things and you're not getting direct to consumer, then shame on you. Shame on you, because the opportunity is clear. The path towards success has actually been laid out if you just simply pay attention to the people who are winning. Understand, whether it's Pat McAfee, whether it's Club Shay Shay, whether even if it's Stephen A. Smith's podcast, right? The people that are winning are the ones who are establishing direct to consumer platforms. They started out going directly to their consumer, and then they're able to prove numbers. They're able to prove things that they're able to prove to bigger companies, larger companies, parent companies, sponsors, whatever it is you want to call them. They're able to prove, look at how many views I got, look at how many eyeballs I have on my specific thing. And that takes you making the decision to take whatever it is you have, and all you need is this device that you're listening to me on. All you need is this iPhone. So many people that go in so many different directions. So I got to get the logo right. I got to make sure the microphone is this. I got to make sure the lighting is right before I record. I won't even want to record here. I want to make sure everything is right. There's no right time. It's right now. All right. There's never going. If you're going to continuously wait, there's right now to go find out who's going to regularly consume your work and serve them every single day. In fact, I spoke about this last summer, 2023 summer, when you were getting all those ESPN layoffs. I have an episode on this very podcast titled ESPN Layoffs Explained. I have an article written about it. It's so important now. It's so important, especially with AI and how much AI is actually taking over. In fact, just recently, actually, I'll tell you this. So I'll fledge this whole thing out just to give you guys some perspective on how it actually is affected my own life and how I do these videos every single day. So recently, as of this week, all right, not even a full week yet since I've been doing this, but what I would have to do when it comes to these videos, and you may have noticed the past couple months that these videos have been able to get a lot of clips. I've been able to put a lot of shorts together and stuff like that. What I used to do is I used to spend an entire hour after I record one of these videos and chop it up, make sure it's clipped up, send it to my editor, send him pictures, and do all that stuff. I actually do the editing myself, right? And that would take me an entire hour. And then, as I've spoken about Drake quite a bit on this, on my platform, whether it's on these videos, on the podcast, I joined his mastermind group, and he was telling me about a app that is AI powered that does the clips for you. All you got to simply do is take the link from the YouTube clip, put it in the AI generated software, and it generates the clips for you, generates the titles for you, generates the description for you. All that stuff is AI generated. And now I spend no time at all clipping anything up. Only thing I need an editor for now is to create thumbnails. And by the way, there's also an app to create thumbnails as well. Again, direct to consumer. Whatever it is, whatever moves you need to make to get directly to your consumer and save more of your time, that's the move you need to be making. All right. So understand that. Now, trust me, I have a whole lot more on this because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff coming out. I'm recording this when it's the day after, Club Shay Shay's blowing up. I didn't even realize that the Cat Williams interview got 68 million views. Understand that 68 million views. And these are numbers that can be proven. Monique's episode, it only debuted a day ago. It's already at 6 million views or something crazy like that, right? Understand it. The power of direct to consumer. That is the lesson that we need to be taken away from the joint venture that Fox, ESPN, and Discovery has now, been reported to have, and we'll see how it plays out. We'll see if it works. I know it's definitely something I would consume with the amount of sports that I look at and stuff like that. I know it would be something that'll make my life a whole lot easier because that's pretty much all I watch is sports and stuff like that. So again, they're thinking of the sports fan like me, not only the fan, but the person that actually watches the game, critiques the game, reports on the game, gives my thoughts and gives my lessons on how the game affects business and all that. They're thinking about how much better it would be for someone like me to say, all right, this is just a sports streaming service in which you can get all that. Now, potentially these videos, my channel can connect with that streaming service in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, again, if my stuff isn't out there, the conversation can, not to say that it's going to happen or it isn't going to happen, but if the stuff isn't out there, there's no specific conversation at all for it to happen. So it's order for you to actually get yourself in the game, you got to put your stuff out there. You can't be waiting. All right. No more waiting. This is a world that moves incredibly fast, which is, again, why I call myself the move swiftly speaker, not a motivational speaker, even though being a motivational speaker is what a lot of people would label me as and all that stuff. Right. And like I said, I can go for hours and hours on this. Just stay tuned. Main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, makeyourmove.com. That's makeyourmove.com. Make sure you tune in every single Sunday. We'll be doing a live stream on how to navigate the NIL and the transfer portal and all that stuff. Also pre-order a copy of my book, Transferring D1, practical guide on how to navigate the chaotic world of college athletics. Remember, man, it's important. Get your stuff out there. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.